needing to leave. Okay, so we need a roller. So we're doing all over Friday, ready for the weekend. Finishing off the week. So interestingly, and as you would hope, last weekend, I think, not sure how many of you are aware, I had definitely spasmed up my back. When I got back from Sardinia, I was walking funny. Susie was like, what's going on? And I had definitely, I'd gone for a run and then carried a bag and definitely done something to the side of my back. And here we are Friday, I can't feel it at all now. And I haven't taken any painkillers. I did use my TENS machine on it on Monday, quite a lot. But just moving and sitting, making yourself sit correctly, absolutely helps to get rid of this stuff. So, you know, we're all doing the right thing, and it's a testament to this sort of process which is, you know, which works. So anyway, sitting on your mats with your legs stretched out, rocking from side to side, pushing those seat bones into the ground. And just pop your hands behind your legs. And let's start with that neutral spine. So lift that chest up to the ceiling, pull forward onto that front bottom. Pop those hands on the floor behind and really lift yourself up tall. So we've got softish knees. It'll feel awkward because we're not ready for that yet. And then push those knees down into the ground, hands on the legs. Slide yourself all the way down towards your feet. And let the knees come soft as you come forward. So I can feel my legs from the Wednesday session where we did quite a lot of squats. Push that right knee down into the ground. Push that left knee down into the ground. And then push both of those knees down into the ground. And then sit yourself up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Put that left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Push off that right hand, so we push the body forward. And then lift and turn, taking that chest, taking that breastbone all the way around, turning with the tummy button, breathing in, breathing out, release, come back to the front, and put that right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, and push off that left hand, pushing forward, pushing up, and turning and looking over that left shoulder, breathing in, breathing out. And then come back round to the front. Hands on the legs, slide yourself forward. Letting those knees lift up as you come, and you can just lift one butt cheek, lift the other, rock from side to side, and just shimmy yourself down, and then come to a rest in that middle position. And then pulling the tummy onto the thighs, pull that chest forward, pull that chest up, breathing in. Breathing out, and then gently try to push those legs down as far as you can. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Bring those hands off your legs, bring them horizontal to the floor. Breathing in, and then on the out breath, let's roll all the way down, pushing one vertebra at a time, all the way down to flat. Taking those hands all the way over the head, breathing in. Breathing out, reaching and stretching. Push that right hand away from the right foot. And then push that left hand away from the left foot. Push both hands away from both feet. And then bring those hands all the way up into the sky. Bring that right knee into your body. And just pull that knee up towards that shoulder. Pushing that left leg away, breathing in. Breathing out. Pulling that right leg, all the way over your body, pushing that right hand away, pushing that right knee to the floor, turning the eyes to the right, trying to get that right ear to the ground. You can rest your right toes on your left leg, or you can rest your right toes on the floor, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to take a breath in, and then breathe out and push that knee away from the hand, push that hip after the knee. Push that shoulder after the hand, turn that ear to the floor. Push that left leg away from the top of the head, lengthen in every direction. And then release and go back onto your back. Pull that right knee in again. And then turn that right leg. Take hold of the right foot, pull that right foot up towards that left shoulder. Push with that. So I've threaded my right arm through under the shin bone and pulling that shin bone towards me and using my right elbow on that right thigh to really push that away. And then release that leg. Keep hold of the knee, pull it all the way over the body again. Breathing in, and on the out breath, push that knee away from the hand. Turn those eyes to the right hand. Push that shoulder down to the ground. Push that left leg away. And then release that head, release the body, come on to the left-hand side. Support the head with the underneath arm. Take hold of that top, the foot of the right leg, the top leg. Roll the shoulder up to the ear, down and back. Draw in the core and pull the pubic bone forward and lengthen that knee, lengthen that leg behind you. Pull the pubic bone forward, push that foot into the hand, clench with the bum. Draw those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Breathing in, breathing out, push that foot into the hand. And then breathing in, and on the out breath, release the push, but lengthen the leg and the hand away behind you. So stretch further through the front of that leg and release. And keep hold of it, stretch further again. Extend, I've let my left leg come forward to keep my balance. And then release that right leg, let go of the foot. Roll back onto the back. Let that right leg go out straight and reach those hands all the way over the head. Pushing that right hand away from that right foot. Pushing that left hand away from that left foot. Pushing both hands away from both feet. Bring those fingers up to the sky and grab that left leg. Pull that left knee in. Pull it up to the armpit. Breathing in. Push that right leg away. Breathing out. Pull that left knee up. Now pull that left leg all the way over the body. All the way over to the floor. You can let the foot rest on the leg or let it drop to the ground, it doesn't matter. Breathing in, breathing out, push that left hand away and turn those eyes to the hand, pushing that left ear to the floor. Push that right leg away from the top of the head to make sure the body's straight. Push that left shoulder after the hand, push that left hip after the knee, breathing in. Breathing out, lengthen. And then release back onto the back, pull that knee up in towards the armpit again. Push that right foot away, breathing in. Breathing out. Bring that, take hold of that left foot. Pull that left foot up towards the right shoulder. Thread this right hand through that leg. Pull that shin bone up towards you and push away with the thigh. Turning that leg, turning that thigh bone. So we're turning it outward, we're rotating it. We're turning in that hip joint and stretching those attachment muscles in the glutes. Breathing in, breathing out. Release the foot, take hold of the left knee. Pull that knee all the way over the body. Pushing that left hand away, turning the eyes left. Breathing in, push that right foot away from the top of the head. Push that left knee down to the floor. Push that left shoulder on the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lengthen. Lengthen the knee from the hand. Lengthen the right foot from the head. And then release the hand. Release the head. Roll onto that right hand side. Support your head with your underneath arm. Draw your pubic bone forward with those abdominal muscles. And then take hold of the foot in the hand. Roll that shoulder up to the ear, down and back, and then let that leg come behind you. Push that foot into the hand, breathing in, breathing out, pushing the foot into the hand, breathing in, breathing out. Let that right leg drift forward, release the push, and lengthen that left leg behind. Pushing, feel the stretch through that hip flexor. And then release the push, but keep hold of the foot, breathing in, breathing out, and push that foot one more time. Really lengthen. You can take that right hand forward, take that right leg forward to keep your balance. Really lengthen that leg behind and stretch through that hip flexor, and then release that leg. Turn over onto your back, letting go of the foot, and let those legs go all the way out straight in front. Take those arms all the way over your head. Big breath in, reaching and stretching as you breathe out. Push the left hand away from the left foot and the right hand away from the right foot. Bring those arms all the way over. Bring both knees into the body. Lift that tailbone up off the ground and release. Lower those, let those knees drop out to the side. Lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Pushing those knees apart, letting them drop to the floor, holding them. Feel that inner thigh stretch, breathing in. And on the out breath, push those knees up into the arms, making sure the shoulders are stabilized down and back. Head and neck are lengthened. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release the push. And let those knees just drop apart as you breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Straighten that right leg. Straighten that left leg. Point those toes. Flex those feet. Circles with those feet. Circles one way. Stop and circles the other way. Point those toes. Flex those feet, pull those toes to the nose. And then release those legs, let them bend, pull those knees together. Take those arms all the way up over the head. Feel the shoulders on the floor, feel the ribs on the floor, feel the lower back slightly lifted in that neutral spine. And then take that right toe to the floor, take the left toe to the floor and let them slide out on the ground, breathing in. On the out breath, hands to the sky, chin into the chest and roll yourself all the way up, hands on the legs, all the way forwards, down towards those feet, bending that back, breathing in. Breathing out, soften the knees, pull the tummy onto the thighs and push the top of the head towards the feet. And then push those knees down into the floor and let yourself sit up. Grab your roller, bring that in. Breathing in, breathing out, leaning back onto those bottom ribs. Breathing in, breathing out, open that body, push the chest to the sky, let the head go to the floor. And then lift that body up and move that roller up a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. And open. And then breathing in, lift that body up again. It's interesting. Have you got less creaks in your back, having stretched the hip first? Breathing in, and then release over the roller. And breathe out. Does it feel different? Does it feel easier? Bring yourself back up. You know, we've done a bit of movement, and that's off, then that loosens the back up. And then breathe in. And then laying right over. Resting so the head can touch the back of the roller. Taking those arms over the head and reaching. And then bringing those hands back in, support the head. Lift the tailbone just a touch off the ground and roll that roller down to the bottom ribs. And then roll it all the way up towards the neck. And down towards those bottom ribs. And up towards the neck. And over onto that right side a little bit. And then back. And then down on that right side of it again. And then back up on the right side. And then rolling onto the side. Through that shoulder. Lengthen that right arm. Just go through that shoulder once. Down through that shoulder blade. You can do a bit of rocking forward and back if you want. Down to those bottom ribs, to those floating ribs. Over onto the back again, the right side of the back. All the way down, right onto the back. All the way down, over onto the left side. Through those ribs on the left. Over onto the edge of the left side. And then all the way down that left side, through those floating ribs. Rest your bum on the floor if they're a bit sensitive. Through the, under the shoulder blade, you can do a bit of a rocking forward and back there. Into that armpit. Through that armpit. Down the side, all the way down to the bottom again. Over slightly onto the back. All the way over onto the back. All the way down and all the way up. Lengthening that head. Lengthening that neck. And then rest in that bra strap area. Big breath in. Big breath out. Laying over the roller. Lengthen those legs away. Lengthen those arms away. Push that tailbone in the ground. Push that head in the ground. Breathing in. Notice how much you can breathe with your ribs stretched and spread. Breathing out. Lift that bum up off the ground and push more into those ribs. Breathing in, stretch those bottom ribs through the tummy muscles, pushing those hands away. Reaching those feet away, and then rest that bum on the floor. Bring the head into the hands, chin into the chest, and sit yourself all the way up. Move that roller out of the way. Sitting yourself all the way up. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Hold behind the thighs and lift that chest up to the sky. Big breath in. Put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, lift and turn. I've got my knees slightly soft. Keeping that body vertical. Back to the front, right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, lift and turn the other way. And then back to the front. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Pop the hands on the floor behind. Push off those hands, straighten those elbows, pull that chin into the chest. Really lengthen, push the knees into the floor, pull the toes to the nose. Turn the eyes to the left-hand side of the left leg. Pull that right ear away from that right shoulder. Really stretch that right ear from the right shoulder. Take hold of that right hand behind you and pull it away towards the left. Pulling that right ear away from the right shoulder. Bring that head down to the front. Turn the eyes across to the right hand side of the right leg. Lift that chest up, resting on those hands. This time take hold of the left hand and pull it over towards the right slightly. Pushing that left ear away from the left shoulder. Lifting that chest up high. Pushing that left ear away. Lifting the chest up, breathing in, breathing out. Bring those eyes to the front, push those hands away, push the chin into the chest, release, swing those hands all the way around to the front, and slide all the way down towards those feet. Pulling that tummy onto the thighs, breathing in, breathing out, pulling yourself down. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Bring those hands up in front of you, breathing in. And on the out breath, roll all the way down to flat. All the way down to flat. Take those hands all the way over the head. Breathing in, and on the out breath, bring those hands slowly all the way up to the sky. Keep them vertical, chin into the chest, and come up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Reach to the toes. 2, 1, touch those toes, push those knees in the ground, feel the stretch in the hamstring. Take the hands off the feet, lift yourself back up, go down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands straight up in the sky, breathing in. On the out breath, pull those shoulders into the floor and down. Draw in that core, lift the right leg straight up in the sky. And then lower that right leg down, keep those hands up. Bring that left leg straight up into the sky. Lower that left leg down. Bring that right leg straight up into the sky. Bring that left leg straight up into the sky. Both legs up, both hands up. Breathing in. On the out breath, reach those hands to those feet and release. Reach the hands to the feet and release. Reaching, releasing. 5 more. 5 and release. 4. Make sure those feet stay parallel. Keep them flexed. Point the toes. Flex the feet. 1 more. Point the toes. Rest back on the ground in that neutral spine. Keep those hands pointing straight up. Pull the shoulders into the ground. Breathing in. Draw in that core. Lower that left leg down to the ground. Lower that right leg down to the ground. Breathing in on the out breath. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting vertically. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those arms straight up. Breathing in. On the out breath, if you can, bring both legs up together. If you want to do them individually, that's fine. We bring both legs up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex those feet. Take both legs down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll yourself up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay vertical. 1. Hold those arms above those legs. Breathing in on the out breath. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs up for 5, making sure the shoulders are flat. 4, 3, ribs are on the ground, lower back slightly lifted. 2, 1, flex those feet, take them down for 5, keep the torso still. 4, 3, 2, 1, roll yourself up for 5, 4, 3, sit vertical. 2, 1, roll down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, legs up for 5, point the toes. 4, 3, neutral spine. 2, 1, are your shoulders back and down? Are your ribs are on the floor? Is your lower back slightly lifted? Legs down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, roll up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, hands on the legs, roll yourself forward, soften those knees, breathing in, breathing out. Pull that body forward, push that right knee down, push that left knee down, push both knees down. Stretch through that back, lengthen the head to the feet. Lift yourself up nice and straight. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Put the hands on the floor behind. Push that chest forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Hold yourself up nice and tall. Take the hands off the floor. Bring them in front and cross those arms over. Soften the knees. Lean straight back. Hold yourself here. Breathing in. On the out breath. Turn to the right. Back to center, turning left, center, turn the tummy button, right, center, keep the chest up, left, center, right, center, left, center. 2 more, right, keep those knees still, center, don't let them drop out, left, center, right, chest up, Sandra, center, left, center. So you should be at a 45-degree angle or as far, as near to that as possible. Open that chest up, breathing in, breathing out. Take those fingers forwards, roll yourself all the way down to the floor. All the way down to the ground, take those hands all the way over the head, lengthen those legs, push those fingers away from the toes, breathing in. Breathing out. Bring those hands all the way up to the sky, chin into the chest and up to 45 degrees. So curl up. When you get to 45, come to straight. Chest up, legs are out straight. Now curl, collapse the pelvis onto the ground, curl all the way down to flat. Arms all the way over the head, reaching and stretching. Breathing in. On the out breath, bring those arms all the way up to the sky, chin into the chest, lift up to 45 degrees. So you're going to come up in a curl, then you're going to fix the pelvis, open the chest, hold yourself here, lengthen those legs, breathing in. On the out breath, collapse the pelvis, rolling all the way down to the floor, hands over the head, reaching the fingers from the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Fingers to the sky, chin into the chest, up to 45 degrees. All the way up. Bring yourself to stretch to neutral spine. Push that chest up. And then bend that right knee in. Bend that left knee in. Take hold of the right knee and the foot off the ground. Take hold of the left knee, foot off the ground. Hold yourself in a V. You can hold behind your thighs if you want. Lift that chest up. So you're resting on that balance point of your pelvis. Hold yourself here. Take the hands away from the knees, holding those legs. Kick the right leg up and release. Kick the left leg up and release. Kick the right leg, release. If you want to hold behind the knees, you can. Kick the left leg, release. Kick that right leg up, release. Kick that left leg up. Release. Kick both legs up. Release. And again. Good. One more time. Both legs up. Hold it. Release. And straighten the body out to flat. Legs go out. Body goes out. Breathing in. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself all the way up and reach forward towards those feet. Soften the knees. Bring your belly onto your thighs. Breathing in, breathing out, push the head away from the tailbone towards those feet. Push that right knee down, push that left knee down. Push both knees down. And sit yourself up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. And put those hands behind you on your butt, behind your bum. Push that chest up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathing in, feel like that fish pose, pushing the chest forward, squeeze those shoulder blades together, breathing out. And then release. Sitting nice and tall, swing those legs around and come onto all fours. Swing those legs around. So the hands are under the shoulders, palms can be flat on the floor or on your knuckles. Knees are under the hips. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and back, and lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Turn the tailbone up to the sky, sink the back down, bring the eyes up. Turn the tailbone down to the floor, bring the back up, bring those eyes down. Turn the tailbone up to the sky, sink the belly down, bring those eyes up. And then turn that tailbone down, bring the belly up, drop those eyes down and push up through that back, spreading the vertebra. Bring yourself into neutral by rotating the pelvis first. Get that into horizontal, roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down, and lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Make sure your head's not dropped. Glide yourself back over towards those feet in neutral spine, not child pose. Don't let the back lift up. And then come back up onto all fours. Glide yourself back onto those heels. And then come back up onto all fours. Glide yourself back onto those heels. And then come back up onto all fours. Turn the right ear to the right hip and stretch that left side. And then turn that left ear to the left hip and stretch that right hand side. And come into neutral. Come down onto your elbows, lengthen your legs out and come into that plank. So we're on our elbows on the plank. Roll those shoulders back and down and then glide forwards and back. Forwards and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. Drop the knees to the floor, lower the belly down and come to flat. Bring those elbows next to the side, fingertips up by your eyes, forehead on the mat. Lengthen your toes away so the tops of your feet are on the floor. Clench your bum and push the pubic bone hard in the ground. Lengthen those legs so the knees and feet are just off the ground. Draw in the core, lift the belly up and roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. And make sure you're resting on the bottom ribs and your pubic bone. Arms are soft on the floor, forehead soft on the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, push those forearms into the ground and lift up that chest. And then lower. Breathing in. On the out breath, push those forearms into the ground and lift up that chest. And lower, keeping the glutes clenched, keeping the legs off the ground, pushing through that pubic bone. Push those forearms into the ground and lift up that chest. Hold yourself here. Resting on the bottom rib and the pubic bone, take those arms off the floor, bringing them up to either side, breathing in. On the out breath, pulse them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put them back on the floor, lower the body down to the ground, relax. Breathing in, breathing out, lengthen the head from the toes. Draw in the core. Push the pubic bone in the ground, lengthen the legs, pull those shoulders back and down. Lift that chest in the front of that body up off the ground. Breathing in, breathing out, and release. Breathing in, on the out breath, lengthen those legs away, lift that chest up off the ground, resting on the pubic bone and the bottom rib, holding yourself here. Bring those arms off the ground and pulse them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop those hands by the bottom ribs, breathing in. On the out breath, push off those hands and come onto the pubic bone. Lengthen the legs away from the top of the head. Pull those shoulders back and down, stretch that chest and draw in the core. Lower onto the bottom ribs, hands off the floor, lower all the way back to flat. Breathing in. Draw that pubic bone into the ground, pull the belly up, rest on the bottom ribs and take those hands all the way around, holding them behind your back on your bum. Lift those legs off the ground, lengthening them, pushing the pubic bone in the floor. Keep the forehead down and lift those arms up for 5, 4, stretching the chest, 3, 2, 1, hold them high. Lift those legs up together for 5, 4, pivoting on the pubic bone, 3, 2, 1, hold them high. Lift those arms up again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those legs up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release the legs, release the arms. Let those elbows bend. Bring the fingers back towards the eyes. Elbows by your waist. Breathing in, clench the bum, push the pubic bone in the ground, lengthen the legs. Breathing in, draw in that core. Breathing out, lift that chest up off the ground. Bring the eyes to the front of the mat. Breathing in. Lift those arms up as you breathe out. Keep the belly up, so we're breathing into the ribs. Pulse those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them at 1. Lift the legs up for 5, 4, 3. Using the bum, 2, 1. Lower back shouldn't be moving. Bring those hands next to the bottom ribs. Breathing in on the out breath. Push off the hands and come onto the pubic bone. Breathing in. Push off the hands and come onto those knees. Breathing in. Tighten the thighs, lift the knees off the floor, lengthen the head away from the toes. Drop the knees down, go back into child pose. All the way back and let that back stretch. Let that back stretch. Pushing those hands forward. Pushing those hands forward. If you get cramp in your toes, bend your toes up so the soles of your feet are on the floor, stretching the sole of your foot. Push your hands away. Walk those hands to the right hand side of the mat. Stretching through that left side. Push that left hip away from that left hand. Reaching and stretching through the armpit. And then walk those hands to the left hand side of the mat. Pushing that right hand away from the right hip and right foot. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring those hands back to center. Push those hands forward. Lower that belly towards the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Resting the forehead. Releasing the tension through those legs. Releasing the tension through the hip. Releasing the tension through those armpits. Pulling the knees apart on the mat. Engage the glutes. Lift yourself up onto all fours, bringing those hands underneath your shoulders. Walk yourself so that you're in the middle of the mat. Turn that left hand palm up, rolling those shoulders up to the ears, down and back, and slide that left hand under that right armpit, looking through to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Trying to get that right shoulder above the left shoulder, trying to keep those hips still. And then push off that right hand and bring that left hand all the way up into the sky. All the way up. Lengthen the head from the tailbone. Turning that chest, bringing the right shoulder under the left shoulder. And then release and let that left hand go all the way through. Looking under that right arm, pushing that right shoulder above that left shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out, push off that right hand, bring that left hand up in the sky. Turn the body to the left. Push that right shoulder under that left shoulder. Reaching back, lengthen the tailbone from the top of the head. Make sure you haven't tucked under. And then release that hand and go under the armpit again. And looking through, stretching those ribs. And then bringing yourself back onto all fours. Turn that right palm up to the sky, push it under that left armpit, pushing that right shoulder down to the floor, stretching through the shoulder muscles, the shoulder blade, resting the right ear on the ground. Breathing in, push off that left hand, bring that right hand all the way up in the sky, lengthen the tailbone away from the head, try and get that left shoulder under that right shoulder back, breathing in. Breathing out, release. Let that arm come all the way down to the ground. Push that right shoulder under the left shoulder. Rest the right side of your head on the floor. Pulling the knees apart, engaging the glutes, breathing in. Breathing out, push off that left hand, bring that right hand up in the sky. Open that chest, stretch through that lower back. And then one more time under the shoulder. Pushing that hand through, breathing in, breathing out, and come back onto all fours. Rolling those shoulders up to the ears, back and down, pushing that body long, lengthening the head away from the tailbone. Take that right leg out straight behind. Bring that right knee into the elbow. Take it out straight. Bring it into the elbow. Take it out straight and hold it there. Take that left arm out straight. Bring that arm in and the knee in. Take the arm out, take the knee out. Bring the arm in, bring the knee in. Take the arm out and the leg out. Bring them in. Extend them out, hold them here. Push the fingers away from the toes, holding nice and long. Feel the stretch through that core. Hold yourself strong. Feel your glutes and your core muscles having to work. Pull the shoulder back and down. Release and push that hand on the floor and the leg on the floor. Take that left leg out straight behind. Bring the knee to the elbow. Take it out straight behind. Bring the knee to the elbow. Take it out straight behind. Hold it there. Bring that right arm out up. Push the fingers away from the toes. Bring the knee and elbow in. Take them out straight. Bring them in. Extend them out straight. Reaching the fingers from the toes. Bring them in. Extend out straight and hold them here. Push those fingers from the toes. Lengthen. Hold that core strong. Hold the glutes strong. Hold the shoulder and support and stabilize. Push the toes away. Feel the glutes engaging and holding. Feel the core engaging and holding. Feel the shoulder muscles engaging and holding. And then bring them in and release. Breathing in on the out breath, back into child pose. Push those hands away. Release and stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pull the knees apart and come up onto all fours. Walk those knees forward towards those hands and sit yourself down on the mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lift that chest up high. Pull those toes to the nose. Push those toes away. Slide those hands down the legs. Let the knees come soft. Pull the belly onto the thighs. Push the top of the head towards the feet. Push the tailbone away. And then push the right knee down. Push the left knee down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Pop those hands on the floor behind you. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Pull the elbows towards each other. Breathing in on the out breath. Push the chest forward like the vertical fish. Pulling the elbows together. Take the chin to the sky. Pull those knees into the ground. Pull the toes to your nose and bring that chin all the way down to the chest. Turn the eyes right. Stretch that left ear from the left shoulder. Pull the knees into the ground, lift that chest up and turn the eyes left. Push the right shoulder away from the right ear. And then bring those eyes back to the middle. Pushing off those fingers, bring the eyes to horizontal and lift that chest up, make yourself nice and tall. Pulling the knees in the floor, the toes to the nose, take the hands away. Bring them all the way up to the sky, breathing in. Bring them all the way out wide. Breathing out. Dust the floor, take your hands all the way up, hold them above your head, palms together, breathing in. Bring them all the way down to your forehead and lift your chest up high and push those hands into the sky, breathing in. Breathing out, release those arms out wide. Rest them on your legs. And roll your shoulders. Good work.